Kaharu's lunchtime scene. Then you have the feeling.
I think the main question would be, or rather not question, but if you allow me, I'm just gonna make a diligence check or whatever to see how bad I feel still. Because I imagine like.
Oh yeah, Reiko. Oh, nobody told. Oh, Oh no, Reiko doesn't know what happened.
I have no idea, and I want to play the character. I'm like,
alright.
Oh my god. It feels so bad, but it was so good.
Lewd.
That is very lewd.
Hell yeah.
Damn, that's pretty diligent.
I mean, because I, as a player, like once or twice I got pretty wasted, so I know how it feels the next day. Like at the midday, at 1 p.m. you're still like carrying a bottle of water or soda, like.
So like she can make it out of bed.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps I made it out of bed, but I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, she's attended. She managed.
But I look like shit. Like I look very. And as for the. Yeah, sometimes I will be passing because I still like covering.
So somebody needs to summarize what happened last session for Reiko's information. We would have told her.
I mean, you don't exactly need to unless you would want to keep Reiko check, because I imagine last time when I wasn't here, Reiko would be like, she's like it goes through one ear and goes the other.
Well, Kira's still also super hungover, so I mean, probably not her. She barely registered it.
You can have a scene.
I was gonna say
in game. Then.
If anyone would have, Rio would have like sent her something, but.
Yeah, I imagine the way we can neatly tie it together with something that I would also probably want to do. That's Friday lunchtime, yes? So what I would do, I cannot remember anything what happened, but okay, there was something with Shin. Oh yeah, and then I like lazily take up my phone, sent a message to Rio. Now that I'm feeling less like a train ran over me, do you have a moment? There was a thing that I wanted to talk about. Maybe it's important.
This is Rio, right?
Yeah. I sent a message to you.
Might be what?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, Rio was just sitting with Shin and studying for lunch. He'll send a message back saying, well, I can definitely make some time to talk to you if you need it.
Yeah, thanks. I think like it was something that, Shin told me something at the end sounds. Maybe it's my just going crazy, air quotes, and being stressed out, but I don't know. You seem like somebody who's like the smartest out of all of us. So if somebody would know about the end, then I guess it would.
Well, if you expect me to know much about it, I must confess I don't know much more than we all do. But about Shin, I am currently sitting with him, trying to convince him not to put mustard on crackers. Well, I can certainly hear what you want to say. Would you like to meet anywhere?
Wherever is fine, but perhaps somewhere quiet.
Quiet. Right. Well, I can give you two choices. Right now, for whatever reason, there aren't that many people sitting on this side of the cafeteria, or we could meet. The hallways on the far side are usually pretty deserted at this time.
Always it is.
Very well. Okay.
Thanks.
This isn't too messing up the timey-wimey stuff, is it, Jess?
No.
Okay, good.
So yeah then, and then I will make my way to the meeting point.
Yeah. Just somewhere where one of the halls in the school that's away from the cafeteria. Not a lot of students would be at it this time. Alright. And so, Reiko will probably get there first. And then when Rio shows up, he'll go, well, what can I do for you, Fujiwara-san?
No reason to be proper. I'm not feeling like Reiko still looks like, well, like maybe so, like, yeah, she looks like
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned that you know what the end is, so I don't think there will be much to what it was like. And then like my hand goes through my face. Maybe I'm just like stressed out, but it was just like what Shin told me kinda got me thinking, maybe overthinking, and I thought maybe March should know about it.
Right. Well, you could start by telling me what exactly Shin told you. That would help, so that I'm not explaining redundant stuff.
Yeah, so I like say as much as I can remember, like as a player don't remember a word, but I think it went something along the lines that some of his cards were taken, and for example he didn't give Katsumi her card, but somebody else did, and those cards that were taken, it would be for the best if they come back to him, because, and I don't remember exactly, like something with the end. And when I asked him about the end, I was like, well, what do you mean? And then he mentioned like, well, like Armageddon, the Judgment Day, and, well, scary stuff like
Right. Right. Well then, I guess I'll start with the simplest idea. A while ago, we had a short-term transfer student who came around, and through him and Fujikage-san, we found out that they both had, well, something of a premonition of a world, a domain, perhaps, where far in the future, everything here has been destroyed. And, well, I think you remember where we went Monday.
Monday was the Rift Day, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Oh.
the Rift where we went into the future city.
Oh, so that was the future. Oh, that's bad.
Well, yes. When we found out about this, when they said that they believe this isn't just some vision, but prophecy, I suppose you could say, well, naturally, we didn't really like that. We thought, we need to find out more about this. We need to make that not happen. After all, we do like living in this world. But we don't really know that much more about it other than the fact that something is going to happen between now and then, that time we went into the rift some 10 years later, that is going to be a catastrophe, I suppose. And that's even if we believe the information to be reliable, which at the moment there's no reason to not consider the fact that it could happen. But Shin said that we should get his cards if we want to do something about that. That's no.
I mean-
he told us we should get his cards before, but he never said that they would help us stop that.
I mean, I think he said it that way, and I scratch my head sheepishly and give like nervous. But I mean, recently I don't feel this week especially that my head was in a good place.
Right. Rio will kind of scratch his chin for a moment, and then we'll say, but, well, as character witnesses, we have Jack Frost, Shin, Shizuka, our mysterious disappeared Pumpkinhead, and Kudlak, all claiming that something terrible is coming. Which means that, yes, March definitely should be prepared for that. But aside from the people Shin has already told, I don't know how many more people we should reveal this to.
I mean,
After all,
Suma-san
we've already... Giryu. Yes, he seems reasonable enough, but still, we haven't actually come out of the closet, so to speak, on this issue. Haven't exactly revealed to everyone that we think an apocalypse is coming. Nor the cards. A while ago, well, we were given a card. I don't suppose you've seen it yet. The Fool card Shin gave us, and it had a power that was quite unique and, well, when it was explained to us, well, it seemed quite valuable, and it seemed quite powerful as well. So if Shin's other cards are anything like that, perhaps... How many are in a deck? I'm not quite familiar with the tarot, and Ryo doesn't really wait for an answer, he just says, but if they're all something like that, that would certainly be something that would be useful. Still, there's a lot we don't know, especially about this end.
Well,
I'm sorry, I don't believe I'm doing... Well, still, I don't believe that I'm saying much that's assuaging your fears.
I mean, if we know about the danger, I mean, that's what March's supposed to do. We will be ready for it, right? We won't let...
Right, that's the intent. But, we still need to figure out what it is. Shin definitely knows something more, but, well, I don't know if he knows, or if he's not telling us. He's very odd. Still, he's a nice fellow.
Yeah, although I wish I wouldn't hallucinate that he has horns like a devil. Ignore that. Speaking about cards, like I try to switch the topic almost immediately, and I pull out these scraps of my cards. Not scraps, but the thing.
Yeah.
The
torn up card.
Yeah, the torn up card. Did the same happen to you?
Okay, so Ryo's I'm just gonna make a roll for one quick second, because you showed him the card and Ryo has just remembered that you are Fujiwara. Which is kind of a thing. Okay. Ryo will be quiet for a moment and then we'll say, yes, the same thing happened to my card. Although, while Shin used the cards he gave us to pull powers out, he said they were nothing special when we asked him about why they were ripped and that we should get his real cards. Although, well, never mind. Yes, that happened to mine as well.
Oh, okay. I scratch my head. Although I'm not gonna, I have no idea what does he mean by a real card. Like real in our soul, real that we have to, do a scavenge hunt.
Right. Well, thank you for telling me that. Ryo's going to just be quiet for a bit and then would say, well, we've known for a while that Shin's cards are special, and you weren't there at the dorm yet when I told everyone.
And I say,
a while ago, I found out that someone had made a blank deck of cards to torment Shin. Perhaps that's the same person that took his cards, as you say, without him wanting it and gave them to other people.
oh, it might be like that. It might be. Well, you are definitely onto something.
Right. It appears that there's so much that I've mentioned to everyone that you haven't been around for. I might be forgetting a few other things, but at the moment, you have my assurance that I don't intend to let anything bad happen to this city or this world, if we can prevent it.
I look strangely at you. I never assumed otherwise. You are leader of the march. of course you are gonna make sure that everything's okay. I like it's not exactly forced. It's not forced in a way that I want to smile at you. It's more forced in a way because I'm too stressed that I do not
Yeah.
exactly. But it tries to be genuine.
Yeah. Reiko just punched Rio right in the feels, by the way. It's great. And
Yep.
he'll be like, right. Well, thank you for your confidence. Oh, you have been informed of everything that happened, how Kudlak is gone, right?
I laugh. Yeah, the morning was a little bit rough. And I think a lot
Right.
of things passed by my ear.
Right. And he'll just kind of awkwardly stand there and kind of pull at his collar for a moment and say, so, is there anything else?
Not really, but I was, wondering what's with Kudlak. Is that taken care of? Now that we talk about it.
Well, it is taken care of. He's not in the city anymore, and he shouldn't be causing any trouble anymore if it's going to reach a worst-case scenario. Although, and he'll just kind of look away. Although in my desire to find out what he knew about, I suppose, the end, you could say, we were unable to change him back to Kresnik or imprison him in any way to absolutely make sure he won't do anything like this again, but we did strike up a deal that I think gave us favorable terms, and with the church now actually after him, he won't be able to spend too much time in one place.
And I give thumbs up. That's really good to hear. At least that's taken.
Right. Well, anyways, I suppose I will be seeing you, Fujiwara-san. And he'll hold up his hand. Don't worry. You might not be, but I am quite fond of pleasantries. Anyways, you should keep those scraps. There might be something about them that we can find out from Shin.
Oh, I wasn't planning on, throwing it away. Thank you for your time. And how would she call him? Ryo-san? Ogata-san?
She can call him whichever one she wants.
Yeah, she, because she's not exactly, completely sober, she's like, thank you for your time. It's always nice talking with you, Ryo-san.
Right, of course. Anytime. And he'll start walking back towards the cafeteria.
Alright. So
Yeah.
I guess we can go to the sad part now.
No.
Well, first, if possible, I want to spend a little XP to just have a scene with Genda in the morning.
In the morning?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a case of Kaharu's been in this room the entire time. She's not really left to do anything. She's barely used the bathroom. She hasn't eaten breakfast. And there's the whole she texted Akira for everything.
So how much are you spending? I mean, if you just want to talk to her, she's in the dorm in the early morning before she goes out to a Sate Pulse or to the academy. I'll roll to see what it is. She'll be going to the. That's a good thing. She'll be going to a Sate Pulse later on.
I suppose it's just this scene feels kind of right to me because she was in the kitchen. She obviously heard everything that's happened this morning, And
Right.
Kaharu hasn't been out for, well, no, she never left room 3, and she never left room 3 at all after Kulak put Naomi down on the bed there.
Alright, so let me just take a look at Jeffrey. See what I put down. So I guess it would be 5 XP, have a chance encounter then.
Yeah.
Alright. So I guess in that case, you'll hear a knock on the door then.
Kaharu will yeah, how energetic is Kaharu feeling? That's the real kicker here. I'll roll it.
Hold on, I need to be right back. Change.
Well, I guess one good thing about Kulak not being around is no longer have to make the diligence rolls.
Yeah.
Alright then, yes, Kaharu will stand up and answer. She'll go to the door and open it.
Alright. And I guess Gendo will have a glass of water.
She nods and thank you. She actually does stumble like this, trying to, before just nodding her head and saying thanks and taking the glass.
Give me a moment. Need to go to another page. See what D10. Okay. Plus 2. I wish Roll20 would be able to make you sort out names into folders instead of having to scroll down everyone alphabetically. Okay. 10 plus 2. Okay. Well. Alright. So Gendo will be like, you know, before you can take care of other people, you need to take care of yourself as well, Kaharu.
Kaharu looks out the window and for a moment, and for once she seems to realize that, oh, it's been quite a while. Now she's actually noticing the time.
It's not a problem. I've already notified Sugihara. Still, I mean, you've got to put on your best friend face once Naomi awakens. There's a lot of ground, I suppose, that hasn't been covered. And I suppose she'll just kind of she'll turn around and take out a cigarette, and she'll be like, I suppose I am partly to blame as well, considering my inaction. And she'll blow the smoke away from the room.
Kaharu will shake her head and even has her laugh, saying, honestly, I think we cause more trouble for you than you do for us.
well, when it comes to these matters, authority isn't exactly the one with the power. It's more the rebellious spirit that tends to rise up and, well, conquer these things. That's how all good stories go, toppling down a fascist regime, a dynasty that crumbles to pieces. Perhaps I take it too far sometimes.
Karu, she'll ask, when you were my age, did it always feel like you were just stumbling around in the darkness?
When I was your age, well, we're not exactly in unfamiliar positions. And she'll just kind of sigh, and she'll be like, it's almost too familiar of a position for my liking. Speaking of which, I suppose I should tell you, though I don't know how much Naomi herself has told you.
Akara will give Ganda her undivided attention.
Well, let's just say I've been a family friend for quite a few years now. When I said that I was in the same position that you were in, I meant quite literally what to do with a magical school and forging friendships among strife. Do you know much about when your own mother was a student?
Karu, for her part, shakes her head. Not much, but since she was trying to be a normal mother and not get us involved with this persona business, but when I had my blood tested at the temple, at the shrine, I did sort of see visions of that.
Well, that's certainly being a go-getter in that regard. When it comes to the technique of the cloistered families, well, there's not much the modern person can do about that. And she'll just kind of take a puff, and she'll be like, right. But I suppose I should let you know. Myself and your mother, we used to be, well, we still are friends. I don't tend to talk to her much nowadays. She's terribly busy, but we were school friends.
Carl blinks a bit, obviously surprised. So you went to the same school as my mother?
Yes, I did.
Tahara will actually be curious about this and ask, what was she like back then?
And she'll take a moment to consider, and she'll be like, back then, Yoon, well, I suppose it's Yuzuki now, but she was quite the hopeful presence around us all. Whenever things seemed bleak and grim, she always had a smile, and she always pulled people together, despite the odds being crushing. And can you roll me an understanding?
All right. Would be adding social links with Genda.
Yeah, you can do. She'll be a +2. Alright. You get the feeling that she's talking about your mother's personality in the past tense, like she's not that anymore. And you get the feeling like it's not even a recent thing that she's not that anymore. It was, and she'll just say it was myself, Yoon, and Kobasigawa. You were quite the trio. Well, that's well in the past now. It's been, well, nearly 10 years since. 10 years exactly, almost.
Carl will nod a bit and say, thank you for telling me that.
I guess that kind of puts your puts a nagging concern in the back of your head that your mother, she is aware of what personas are. She is aware of what the academy brings out in people.
Yes. Hindsight's kind of 2020. Now that I think about it, although Mom did allow us to go to this school. I think her smile was a bit forced.
Well, when you're in the position of having twins as a persona user, well, there's only so much you can ignore. It's not really something that you can stop, especially considering the background of Kaede.